I hear it all the time. You have to play football or basketball, or you have to be at a big Division I program to benefit from NIL. Today, we're going to challenge that notion and we're going to see what these small school NIL winners can teach us. We're going to zoom away from the big programs, the big crowds, even the televised sports, and shine a spotlight on a different kind of opportunity. How athletes at small colleges or in non-glamorous sports have used NIL to build an income and even create a business. If you think you need to be at a Power 4 program or a top tier anyways just to benefit, think again. These stories prove there's money and opportunity for anyone if you're a hustler willing to put in the time, the effort, and the energy to capitalize. Welcome into Business Athletes, where we investigate the money, mindset, and moves of today's modern day business athlete. I'm your host, Jedidiah Collins, former NFL player, certified financial planner, and your fullback of finance. First up is Bree Soccer, a field hockey player at Division III college St. John Fisher. She became the Empire A Conference all-time leader in goals, assists, and points. Let's all agree Bree was a stud. But what's amazing is she was able to leverage a brand deal with Dunkin' Donuts. Why is this remarkable? First, field hockey isn't a big money sport, but with NIL and the opportunity, Bree turned her name, her sport, and her TikTok presence into income. She showcased how customizable the Dunkin' drinks are proactively. She was creating commercials for them before they even reached out or connected. She always discussed the customized matcha, how it was her pre-workout fuel. Then Dunkin' reached out and gave her an endorsement deal, but she proactively created that. Again, not for the faint of heart, but for hustlers who are thinking outside the box. Next up, Trevor Bassett, a track and field athlete specializing in the 400-meter hurdles. I can't even imagine running one of those, at Division II Ashland University in Ohio. He is a two-time world champion and won a bronze medal at the World Athletics Championship on his way to competing in the Olympics. But before all of that, he was able to strike deals with fitness and merchandising brands. Companies like Bandit Running bought into the small town hero. Why? He didn't have millions in the masses, but he had a devout raving fan. He had a group of people, a niche, that followed and loved him. Those people would buy and support things that supported him. Again, didn't go to the millions, but looked at his niche and how he could influence them. Your name, your image, and your likeness is important to who? That's what you need to discover. Then there is Emma Hoffert, out of Division II Missouri Western State. She became the first athlete at her school to sign an NIL deal. How did it come about? She got a DM. They slid into her DMs? Yup, they slid into her DMs, and it was Degree Deodorant, a globally recognized brand. They reached out and offered her. And so this is another testament. If you are proactively building a brand and building a presence on social media, you can see your life change with one post. Then people are actually looking for you to do the next one. Bree, Emma, and Trevor prove that your sport doesn't have to be football or basketball for NIL to work. What matters is your hustle, niche appeal, and willingness to market yourself smartly. Next up, let's go to the football field. Eli Cross, while playing football at small private Methodist college Lindsey Wilson. He was an offensive lineman at a small private college, and he was still able to strike a deal with an energy company, Gummy Shot Energy. Why? How? Again, proactively showing and sharing what this company was all about. Finally, and perhaps most surprising, we gotta end on the self-proclaimed king of NIL, Raekwon Smith. Norfolk State University football and track athlete. He was primarily a track standout, but he declared himself king of NIL and even wrote a book with that title, reportedly having locked in 70 plus NIL deals across sponsorships and partnerships and even some self-funded ventures once he got up and running. He partnered with companies like Boost Mobile and Arby's. We have the meats. Then he became the first HBCU athlete with a deal from East Bay. Since then, he has pioneered and been attempting to guide HBCU athletes in this new era of NIL, not only looking out for himself, but truly changing the demographic and the design of who NIL was seeking. He is an industry leader. What do these stories mean in 2026 and beyond? NIL isn't just for the stars, it's for every athlete with a brand and some hustle. Small school athletes have a niche audience, devoted fans and followers that you can target. It's not the masses, not the millions, but you have a less saturated niche audience in an untapped market that a company is looking to connect with. And even sports that rarely get media coverage, track, field hockey, non-Division I football, can still be cash generators. So what are the lessons you can draw, whether you're a high school athlete, college player, or you're helping one of them? Number one, your value isn't limited by school prestige or sport popularity anymore. A great brand or niche following can out-compete and outperform big names if you're smart about it. Literally, one post can change your life in 2026. Number two, micro and niche deals add up. 70 small deals, regional sponsorships, and local businesses, those become a real income when delivered consistently. Then you can maximize those earnings by learning to speak money and making that money go to work for you. Number three, market yourself like a business because you are one. You are a business athlete. It's not sign once and be done. Think content, schedule, audience building, personal brand identity, long-term relationships. That is what a business thinks like. Number four, be proactive. Don't count on a DM, even though we gave you an example of one, or the deal to come to you. Target a brand you already love or a tool for your niche and start the campaign before they even know who you are. If you think NIL is only for blue chip athletes, you're missing the opportunity. Today's NIL world is wide open. Whether you're at a small school or powerhouse, there's room for hustlers. If you're willing to put in the work, build your brand, you can win in this new game. Jedidiah Collins, this is Business Athletes. Speak money, build leverage, and be a business athlete.